Alright, puppy wuppies. We gonna be good? Are we gonna be good as I'm recording this? Huh? That's right. I'm officially 2 years post-op as of today, and I couldn't be more thankful and happy to be sitting down doing this video, sharing this all with you. As per usual, because I am a very emotional and empathetic human with a massive heart, I always like to take some time to reflect back whenever I make a video like this, but honestly, whenever I come across any monumental moment in my life, I get very sentimental with things, and I always try to take some time to either meditate or reflect and to just really recognize my gratitude I have of my life today. Because honestly, 10 years ago from now, if you were to be asking me what I would be doing with my life, I could not give you an answer. So that's why I love making these videos, revisiting these videos, because it really is a snapshot of my life in that moment. So before I got all set up to record this video, I did take some time to revisit my 1 year post-op video. And I typically do that whenever I'm doing a video like this, just because I don't remember what I've all talked about and I don't want to be redundant. But also, as I alluded to before, it's nice to revisit these videos and to really get a sense of where I was at in that moment and seeing if much has changed, if not anything has changed. It looks different for every situation, but I will say there are a lot of similar themes with 1 year post-op going into 2 years post-op. Obviously, there are some differences with things as far as scar care, or well, not even scar care, but how my scars look, how my chest looks, which I definitely will be showing you all that. But as far as the emotional side of things, the reflecting back of things, it's all not the same, but it's almost like manifesting. It's getting bigger in me, and I'm excited to talk about that. Okay, so I wrote down, I talked a lot about perspective in my 1 year post-op video, because at that moment in my life, not necessarily 1 year post-op, but right around time when I had surgery, I was always that type of person that was go, 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 and I'm a huge people pleaser. If any of y'all know me in my real life, you know that to be true, and I absolutely hate it when I disappoint people or don't show up to my best ability with things. And that's something that is a blessing and a curse, right? Because I can put my best foot forward, and I know if I get assigned something, I'm gonna kill it, and I'm gonna do the best that I can do in that moment. But the curse side of it is also I can overwork myself, and I can get very overwhelmed, and I'm a very introverted person where I definitely need my space. And so top surgery, I talked a lot about in my 1 year post-op of the process of slowing down and really listening to my body. And honestly, going into 2 years post-op, that's a thing that I'm still developing, and I'm still learning and growing with my body, but also knowing what my boundaries are and not feeling apologetic for saying no to things. You know, that's a healthy boundary for me to be setting. This can apply to a lot of areas of my life, and I feel like I really do owe it to top surgery because it really kind of forced me to slow down and to reevaluate things of what I was needing and what I was wanting, rather than always putting myself out there to please people. So it's not the same, but it's not really any different in some aspects. But that's why I said I feel like it's continuing to manifest. Like I'm still learning and growing, and that's just a part of getting older, I think. We learn a lot about ourselves through the situations that we go through. And yeah, so I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I had, where it really put things into perspective with my own life of being like, Hayden, just fucking breathe and just like be still for a little bit. And yeah, that has been cool over this past year. I've been doing a lot of that as I need to, and I've been noticing a lot more benefits as far as my mental health goes with that. So that's a win-win in that situation. Another thing I talked about in my 1 year post-op video was overall comfortability, as well as self-love with my body. And similar to perspectives with things, and as far as boundaries go, that I feel like I've learned a lot with top surgery, I feel like this is something that is very similar, where it's continuing to grow and manifest, and I am really honing in on it, because not every day is perfect. I don't think anyone has a perfect day every day. So dysphoria can still creep into my life, but it is very, very different, and my relationship with my body is very, very different today than it was pre-op. For example, and I apologize if I'm really scatterbrained, I am incredibly ADD, if y'all didn't know that, but I got some body work done right before I've been doing this, and so I'm still in like this dream state, weird limbo world, as I always get after body work. But I bring that up because I got body work done. Yo, like, pre-op, yes, I have gotten body work done, but I could never really just be and be comfortable and let go. Like, there's always dysphoria that was like right here in my ear saying like all these horrible shit about my body, and I could never really fully relax whenever I was getting body work done. And also like the whole elements of touch and things like that. Before, like, I was always wearing a binder, and so I'm a hugger, but I always shied away from hugging people because I didn't want them to feel my binder. And it's like little things like that that I am like completely free from. And so hell yes, I made an appointment on my 2 year post-op to get body work done, because what not of a better way to celebrate and honor the love I have for my body today. So got body work done. You should go get body work done. It does great things. Before I go ahead and rip off my shirt and show y'all my chest and what it's looking like today as far as my scars go and whatnot, I do want to take some time to talk about scar care. I've been doing the same type of routine, definitely not as frequently as I had been in the past. Probably over the past 6 months or so, I've kind of slowed down on the scar care treatment, but I feel like I'm at a place mentally with my own perception of my body where I'm not necessarily too worried about my scars, and I wear my scars pretty damn proudly. So there's that piece to it. But I've been continuing to do the scar mask that I can just whip up in my kitchen. And if y'all want to see how I made that mask, I will go ahead and include a link in the description so y'all can go check out my video on that, because it is so A, cheap, B, clean ingredients, C, it's convenient. You don't have to worry about like silicone strips falling off, all this gross stuff. Like, you literally just put it on your chest. Looks like poop when you put it on, but that's okay. smells good. And then you just leave it on for like 10-15 minutes and it does its magical stuff. And I feel like it has really helped my scars in the long term, where the keloids have gone down significantly. And I can say that with full confidence because I watched my 1 year post-op video and I was like, damn boy, like your keloids have gone down quite a bit. So that is really awesome. And like I said, it's cheap, it's affordable, and it's very easy to make. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera set up so I can show y'all what my chest is looking like, what my scars are looking like, and I'll likely include some overlay photos or videos of what my chest has been looking like over the past 2 years. I don't really know how I'll do it. I'll figure it out when I get this all uploaded on my computer. But here we go. So this is my chest 2 years post-op, and I'm going to be putting in an overlay here of 1 year post-op so you can kind of see the difference. And as you can see, the color and size has gone down within my scars. They're not as pink or as red anymore. Don't mind the round bruises on my back. That is actually from my bodywork session today. So a little side note, this is what your back looks like after a session of cupping. Real good timing, I know, for filming this video. But with that said, let's move on to a close-up so you can see my scars and my nips. I don't really have too much to say other than I just wanted to give you guys a close-up visual of how things are looking 2 years post-op. My nips are pretty much the same from 1 year post-op, honestly, even with sensation. I have full sensation on my chest, but my nipples, it just feels like pressure, if that makes any sense. But overall, I am very happy with how my scars are fading over the years due to, well, time, but also my scar mask that I made. And now I'm going to take some time to be mushy-gushy again because that is just me. But really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone who has continued to show me love and support. I know this isn't really top surgery related, but this past year has been a wild ride as far as really discovering who my supporters are and who has my back. And so if you're watching this, well, if you're watching this, I know you have my back, but I love you, and I want to say thank you for just everything, for being in my corner, even if you're not vocal with me or we don't talk on a daily basis. I do, like, I feel it deep in my heart and in my soul, and I'm gonna not cry because I don't want to, but this is just my expression of my gratitude to all this love and all this support. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will do a video in the next upcoming weeks. Not gonna apologize for not getting content out there because I already talked about it, putting boundaries up. This is definitely an area in my life where I don't want this to become another task in my life. I want this to continue to be something that I love to do. So thank you for respecting that and honoring my boundaries in that sense. But until then, I hope you all have a safe and wonderful few weeks ahead, and we'll talk to you then. All right, thanks guys, bye.